I wasn't originally planning to do this video, but as someone who's done modding for a long time, I thought I'd add to the discussion with what I hope is a somewhat unique point of view on the paying for mods subject that's become a hot topic recently. If you're not already aware, Steam recently started allowing mod creators to charge for their mods on the Steam Workshop for Bethesda's Skyrim. Right now, it's the only game where mods can be sold, though this could easily change in the future. Do I think mod creators should be able to earn money for their creations? Sure. But paying for mods has to remain completely optional. Players should always be able to download and use mods for free, regardless of whether the creators are asking money for it or not. We've already seen what's been happening with the current situation, where mod creators who want to charge for their mods can prevent anyone from downloading it until they pay. An absolute disaster, that's what. Mod creators removing their mods from every other site except the Steam Workshop when before they were freely downloadable. Mods being removed from the workshop in protest. Mods stealing assets from other mods and not crediting those other creators or sharing revenue with them. People stealing entire free mods and charging for them on the workshop, trying to pass them off as their own work. Mods being uploaded with stupid or useless content and charging ridiculous prices, usually but not always as another form of protest. Once the ability to withhold mods until they were paid for became possible, it tainted the whole community. That's why mods should continue to be downloadable and able to be used for free no matter what, regardless of whether a mod creator wants to charge for one or not. It should be a pay-what-you-want system. With that in place, virtually all of the negative events that we've seen unfold would instantly go away. Modders that discern to earn money for their work would still be rewarded, and those who want to exploit the system would lose their incentive to do so. Release a crappy mod, or one that has stolen assets, or has even been stolen wholesale, and no one will be tricked into paying for it. Gabe Newell recently did an AMA, aka Ask Me Anything, session on Reddit about the situation. I'll include a link in the video description. His initial response has been that he'll allow mod makers the option to make the payment $0 for a mod on Steam. But that simply isn't going to cut it. As long as the choice of whether to pay or not is at the mod creator's discretion, all the problems I already mentioned won't be going away. Another Valve employee, Robin Walker, who was once a mod creator himself that worked on Team Fortress and ended up being hired by Valve, has admitted that they may be completely wrong when it comes to paid mods, and the whole idea could be dropped. Again, I'll include a link to this in the video description. Now, in this case, I think that may actually be going too far. Again, people being able to pay what they want, in a system similar to Patreon, with Valve, a game publisher, and the mod creator all receiving a portion, would be fine. If creators don't like having to share their revenue with Valve and the publisher, then host the mod somewhere else and set up a Patreon account so you get to keep 100% of the revenue. It's not a perfect solution. You can argue that Steam's near monopoly influence would, more or less, force creators to host their mods on the Steam Workshop in order to be noticed, whereas hosting elsewhere means possibly being overlooked and ignored. Also, by always making payment optional, it's likely that the vast majority simply won't pay. But it's a better situation than what we have going on right now. I've heard at least some mod creators complaining about the 75-25% split, where Valve and the publisher get 75% of the money and the creators only get 25%. I've also heard some say that they feel they're entitled to earn money for their mods. Here's where I think my opinion is going to differ from most and will probably be considered a bit controversial. I honestly think that modders are not entitled to any money whatsoever. If they want to ask for money and people are willing to give it to them, then that's fine. But to expect to be paid is ridiculous. You're not creating a full game. You're relying on the code, assets, and hard work of a game developer in order to create an add-on. The mod is worthless without the game it's been created for. Mods should continue to be what they have always been, a kind of calling card or stepping stone on the way to making actual games yourself. Something to show your talent that goes into your portfolio. This is Tron FAQ, signing out.
End of line.